Now it's time to present the highlight of the evening, the ECEC Award 2021. Our ECEC Award jury this year consists of Clive Kelly, Association of Compliance Officers in Ireland, Nigel Webb, FTI Consulting in London, Professor Dr. Carmen Tanner, Zeppelin University in Zurich, Dr. Christian Hauser, University of Applied Sciences Graubünden, and Sophie Musso, Proetic in Paris. After careful consideration, they have selected their top 3 projects from Cuidam, Siemens and Sika, and we will now listen to their pitches. It's time to give them the stage and learn more about their compliance success stories.
Dear viewers, we have almost reached the end of day 1 of the European Compliance and Ethics Conference 2021, but we want to finish the day with a bang. So I'm really excited to introduce the 3 projects that have been nominated by the jury for the ECEC Award 2021. Now, each project team will now pitch their project live to you, the ECEC community, and you get to vote for the winner. You can do this on the right of the screen under this session. There you'll find the poll heading. The ECEC Award wants to recognize and honor exceptional compliance projects in an organization that are an inspiration to the global compliance community. First up now, we'll hear from Cuidam, a whistleblowing app. This exceptional compliance project will now be presented by co-founder and creative director of Cuidam. Bienvenue, welcome Liam Dunn.
Hello everyone. It's a pleasure to be here today, to be offered a chance to participate to this year's ECEC Award. My name is Liam Dunn, and I'm one of the co-founders of Cuidam. Cuidam is a French startup based in Bordeaux, and I have to say that this is the very first time I'll be pitching this project in English. But first of all, I'd like to ask you a delicate question. How would you feel if your own company was in the media spotlight because of a sexual harassment case? Not good, I bet. Well, that's what happened with some of the biggest companies in the video game industry. These past months, among others, Ubisoft has been targeted and displayed everywhere from social media platforms to newspapers. In a press release, Ubisoft explained that, and I quote, "Solutions provided by management over the past year have not been considered satisfactory." Even if the video game company dismissed or parted ways with several senior men who were accused of misconduct, including its chief creative officer, some harassment cases and sexual assaults remain hidden or unfollowed. And these are the exact reasons why we've created Cuidam. So I've said that I was a co-founder. This is because we're 4 founders, and I'm happy to say that it's been about a year that we've been working on this project. But what is exactly Cuidam? We've thought and developed the very first platform that helps employers manage and prevent abusive behaviors in the workplace. For this, we've designed an app that assists both employers and employees. First of all, Cuidam is a whistleblowing device. Any employee can declare and report misconducts they may have witnessed or experienced. These reports are fully confidential and can be anonymous if the employee wishes. The employee sending a report can choose to send it either to an internal advisor, so someone from human resources, or an elected employee, depending on the size of the company, or an external advisor. The advisor will then receive a notification and will be able to contact the victim through an instant chat. The idea is to respond and treat the problem quickly before it can escalate. The employee can check at any time the evolution of his declaration and will be informed if anything happened. We found that one of the problems in whistleblowing devices were that the whistleblowers were rarely kept informed of the developments. What makes Cuidam stand out from our current competitors is our external advisors. We've partnered with HR, psychology, and legal experts to help employers meet their needs and obligations based on the French laws. we've taken the initiative to propose an external advisor to offer a choice. When talking with employers, we discovered that a specialized consultant could be of use. For an employer who doesn't want to pick sides and stay objective in case of a conflict, an external advisor would be very useful, being more trustworthy, more neutral and impartial. It is also easier for an employee to connect with someone not from the company. They usually confide in friends or in family when something bad happens at work, but rarely dare speak to someone from human resources, for example. For an employee, being able to talk to someone from the outside who is qualified to answer is even more reassuring. The fear of repercussions on their work and even on their mental health is one of the multiple factors that prevents and stops them from speaking up. Finally, you will also be able to find on the platform a prevention training directory with different types of programs and trainings for anyone, collaborators and employees included. Relevant and targeted articles on well-being at work and ethical management will also be available on the platform. We also send, through the app, smart surveys and polls to measure the mental health of every employee to give a precise and concrete feedback to the employee on the global health of his company. The idea here is to recommend to the employer what types of actions, of training programs he needs to take, and even on how to communicate and where he should communicate. For example, based on their data gathered this trimester, maybe this department needs to be more sensitized on the issue of moral harassment, and maybe this other department should do specific trainings on how to act against sexism and discrimination. Thanks to the data collected on our platform, all of this is possible. By the way, did you know that in France in 2020, it will be in cost over 14,000 euros per employee per year for a company? This is mostly due to turnovers, burnouts, sick leaves, and even absenteeism. In the end, Cuidam's ultimate goal is to prevent and limit unethical behaviors in the workplace. These past few years, and with the arrival of COVID-19, we can see how most companies have adapted and transformed by using digital tools. This is also valid for most HR missions, recruitment, personnel administration, e-reputation, etc. This digitalization has allowed us to gain time and to concentrate on other important tasks like people and their relations. Digitalization enables us to be more reactive and give us more energy to spare. It's also a way to centralize data to process it more efficiently. In the case of harassment, digitalization permits anonymity, which then helps the victim speak up. This is important to know because, according to a survey carried out by the human rights defenders since 1991, only 3 out of 10 sexual assaults made on women in the workplace are reported. This shows how important a tool like Cuidam could be today. In parallel, we've been working on a similar solution for higher education schools, where harassment is also present, as we all know. Students are in need of a whistleblowing device, especially during their internships, where they usually have to fend for themselves. Implanting Cuidam at an early stage in schools will help future students have a better understanding on how to behave in the workplace, and they will have the necessary tools to progress in a professional environment. Thank you for listening to me.
Merci beaucoup. Thank you so much, Liam Don. Your first presentation in English, fabulous. Really good. Thank you. Dear ECEC community, our next nominee for the ECEC Award is Sika's global campaign. This exceptional compliance project will be presented by Sika Compliance Manager Rebecca Schmidt. Welcome.
So after all these technical issues, I hope you can hear me now clearly, and I want to get started with talking about who is Sika. Sika is a construction chemicals company active in 101 countries with over 300 factories. We employ more than 25,000 employees worldwide and generated sales of about 8 billion Swiss francs just last year. Why do we start with these numbers? We start with these numbers to introduce Sika, but also to give you a better understanding of the complex environment we work in as compliance at Sika. At Sika, we share one vision, that all our employees choose to do what is right, that our employees follow the law and our internal guidelines, but also that our employees live up to their commitments. And all this not just because someone told them to do so, but rather because they want to do so. Because our employees understand that doing what is right is good for our business. It is good for our corporate culture and good for our people. This understanding is what we call the Sika spirit. Doing what is right means showing respect to your business partners and to your colleagues. It also means building trust, which is a key promise of Sika. And it also means taking the commitment of Sika to sustainability very seriously. In this spirit, Raffaella Marzi, our head of HR and compliance, gathered an interdisciplinary team in early 2021. Compliance managers, HR professionals, and communications experts. We all came together with one goal in mind, to create a global, emotional, and accessible campaign. That campaign reflects our Sika spirit. It also raises awareness for the strong values we have and strengthens our compliance culture. Ethical leadership, diversity, and integrity. We chose these three topics to be at the center of our campaign, together with a heart. Each culture is based on emotions and values, and so is Sika's. The heart reflects these emotions and values, but it also reflects the loyalty and passion that unites our employees. This is the reason why the heart became the perfect symbol for our campaign, and it stands, of course, at the heart of all the streams. We gave each of the topic a different campaign stream. The 3 streams were, of course, launched and implemented in a coordinated and mutually reinforcing fashion. So we used different channels and topics. We wanted to send out one crystal clear message, that at Sika, we lead based on ethics. At Sika, we always promote diversity. And at Sika, we act with integrity. This is also the reason why we are so committed to our culture and why we are together committed to ethical leadership, diversity, and integrity. So while each of those streams contains guidance and material that is prepared by the campaign team in Switzerland, we have it implemented and rolled out locally, giving our colleagues room to adapt the campaign to their culture and their people. This decentralized approach unlocks creativity, but it also creates ownership and ensures a high engagement across the Sika world. So let's have a quick look at the different streams. The ethical leadership stream had a workshop-based character, inviting each employee to engage in self-reflection. The ultimate goal was that everyone is inspired to be a leader, an entrepreneur, and a role model in their activities at Sika. The diversity stream focused on educating the HR function. Using a train-the-trainer approach, our HR practitioners worldwide learn strategies for non-biased thinking and anti-discrimination measures. The targeted trainings also stressed the importance of diverse teams and showed methods on how to reach this goal. And finally, the integrity stream addressed and focused on a very prominent compliance topic, anti-bribery and corruption. So far, we have implemented 3 particular measures in this integrity stream to raise awareness and minimize Sika's risk exposure. The first one being a targeted ABC e-learning. More than 12,000 employees within Sika were selected based on their individual risk profiles to conduct this training. And only 5 weeks into the campaign, we already reached an overall completion rate of 80%. The second measure was a global poster campaign. Based on metaphorical wording and suggestive imagery, the campaign aimed to get out 2 basic messages for Sika. First, that the better one understands the rules, the safer one feels, and second, that the excellent reputation of Sika can be damaged quickly because it just takes one to ruin everything, and we therefore need to work as a team. The last measure was updating our gift and entertainment policy. We wanted to reflect the newest regulatory changes, but also enhance transparency on business events. All 3 of these campaign streams culminated in the first ever Global Sika Day on June 11th, 2021. It was a day to come together to celebrate the Sika spirit and inspire each other to promote an integrated set of values and live it every day at Sika. And today we are really thrilled to be one of the 3 finalists for the ECEC Award competition. And we are happy that our vision and the plan we designed to implement it is bearing fruit. What makes our campaign so strong is its culture-centered approach. We put people and values at the center of a contemporary compliance culture. The holistic approach of the campaign with the 3 streams of leadership, diversity, and integrity, addressing and engaging all business and support functions within Sika around the globe, really contributed to its ultimate success. But also this campaign shows the advantages we have from a decentralized rollout. On one hand, it empowers each local entity to take ownership and show initiative. On the other, it allows each entity to translate the key messages into its own cultural context. If people are emotionally inspired and intellectually aligned to reach a common goal, much can be achieved even with moderate financial means, by rethinking established measures and linking different approaches. Our campaign inspired more than 25,000 employees worldwide, and we hope it also inspires you. Thank you so much for voting for Sika.
Rebecca, thank you so much for your inspiring pitch and also for your patience with the technical hiccup. We heard you perfectly now, loud and clear. Dear ECEC community, I hope you're taking notes so you can choose the ECEC Award winner. We have one last project pitch for you now. Our next nominee for the ECEC Award is Sprint, a compliance training project from Siemens. This exceptional compliance project will be presented by the project co-leads Uta Köhler and Magdalena Kalbacic. Welcome.
Good afternoon, dear ladies and gentlemen. Good afternoon, dear ECEC team, and thank you very much for nominating our work for the ECEC Awards 2021, giving us the opportunity to present it as one of the 3 finalists. And by the way, dear Rebecca and Liam, I really love your plans. Now, who are we? First of all, we are really very nervous. And otherwise, my name is Magdalena. And together with Uta, as well as Dorothee, Julia, and Andreas, who sit behind their screens and cross their fingers for us, we are representing the Siemens Compliance Training Circle team. It is a network organization with an end-to-end responsibility for compliance trainings to the business. We consist of a core team, regional coordinators, trainers, experts, and project teams. Let us call them all training enthusiasts. We are a decentralized team working in lean structures, connecting diverse perspectives from different businesses, regions, and headquarters organizations. And our main characteristics are agile, supportive, adaptive, integrative, and fast. And we've been working like this for over 2 years. And from the very first moment, we realized that this is the form of organization that started acting as a seed of creativity. In this organizational context, it was certainly possible to see the learning in a new way, a way that would allow us to notice the weak points and to see a way to change the common perception, a perception that you for sure know that sees compliance training as a necessary evil. We also realize that we need to act faster to the changing environment, adapting the content to new risks faster without forgetting digitalization. On the other hand, we also must regard regional and cultural differences, especially as a global company, and more so, we need to react from the perspective of the learner.
Hello, also from my side. The goal was pretty clear to us. We wanted to take the compliance training approach to the next level. For this, we have completely questioned the former approach. What are the relevant risks that we need to train? What else do we want to learn or want people to learn? Whom and what to learn from? What methods are useful for us? How do adults learn best, considering, and we just heard it, different generations who learn differently? How can we create the wish to learn more about compliance? Or in other words, how do we tickle the curiosity for compliance training among Siemens employees, especially when there are so many other interesting learning opportunities? We did not want to answer all of these questions alone, but ask colleagues, compliance experts, and training experts about their views, share best practices, and simply get infusions from the outside. This is when we decided to close ourselves from the outside world for 1 whole week and to run a design sprint, a method that has been developed by former Google managers and that is normally used to develop new products and services, and, as Magdalena already said, from the user perspective. We, this is a group of learning enthusiasts, used the design sprint to develop a prototype for the future training approach. It was fully packed with expert interviews with internal and external training and compliance experts, iteration loops to specify certain aspects, and finally a concept test with representatives of the training group, Siemens employees throughout the whole company. And during this week, we quickly came to one common understanding that sounds pretty clear and easy. Learning never happens passively. We need to transport emotions and values, making integrity a personal obligation to be successful with our trainings. Our mission became to train people to behave right beyond being aware of rules and regulations. And we broke down our vision to all aspects of learning: training content, target groups, training formats, training methods, up to tools we use to roll out and to provide training. And last not least, also a collaboration model on how to realize this in an agile, decentral way, considering regional and business-specific needs. At the end of the sprint week, we had a clear understanding of our future training strategy, where we had to and how we get there. Now, let us show you a short film that better explains all that and that we used to launch the whole concept to the compliance organization.
And now, 1.5 years later, after this sprint week, we still carry our vision into the organization. We search to understand the needs for the training, developing interactive modules with the goal to train positive behavior. We strive for short and crisp products and offer a variety of modular learning opportunities, supporting individual learning styles. And while we engage various groups within our organization to develop and test, we encourage feedback from the users, aiming for the employees' acceptance and satisfaction. And how do we achieve this? Well, our mandatory training sessions are only few, web-based and short. Employees can do them on whatever device they want and also whenever they want. And if we trigger their curiosity, and this is really what we aim for, the learners can find function-related recommendations on an integrated digital learning platform. Now, you may be wondering what exactly our employees can find there. First, access to dialogue-oriented instructor-led trainings, brief, informative learning nuggets, podcasts, web-based trainings, and so on. And this is available for basic compliance topics as well as for every specific expert content. We believe that the learners know best what they need to learn to be able to fulfill their jobs. And because it is optional, we are really challenged to offer more exciting and interesting products. And this gives an extra boost to the compliance organization again, motivating us to be more engaged, stronger in our role as consultants, engaging more strongly for the needs of the learner. And what else? We really enjoy the positive echo we hear from the business and I appreciate the engaging atmosphere we have in our team. It really encourages us, motivating us towards new ideas. So now you heard in a nutshell what we did and what we will do. Let me help you with a decision why this project should win the ECEC Award, even though our colleagues have great ideas as well. Well, with this new generation of compliance training, we have created more attractive and engaging products for our learners. From Siemens board to sales personnel, from communications manager to factory workers. And with this, we achieve a better learning effect, making Siemens employees more aware of the risks, how we react to them, and why it is important. And in this way, strengthening the integrity in all our actions. Thank you, and good luck to us.
Thank you very much, Uta and Magdalena, for your inspiring project pitch with a little bit of humor. You said you were nervous, but you did a fabulous job. Thank you very much. Dear ECEC community, we have now heard all 3 pitches from the nominees for the ECEC Award 2021. Now it's time for you to vote for the project you find most inspiring. You can do this in the poll, which you will find on the right-hand side of your screen under this session. While you decide, I would like to welcome the jury member for the ECEC Award. He is Professor of Business Economics and International Management at the University of Graubünden. Professor Dr. Christian Hauser, welcome. Hello, Christian.
Hello.
Thanks for joining.
Thank you for having me.
And I'd also like to welcome Markus Sulzer. He is EQS Executive Board Member and also Chief Revenue Officer. Hello, Markus.
Hi, Daniel.
Thanks for coming. So, why did EQS initiate the ECEC Award?
Yeah, look, we got once told that every great event needs an award, so we did it. But there were other reasons as well. So when you look at the reality, there is so many projects out there, but compliance is not really much appreciated. It's often seen as a burden, as a hassle which has to be done. And we said that cannot be. We believe it must be core of every business. And we want to make visible these great initiatives. And this is why we said we need this award. We need to make projects visible, and we need to honor these projects, and we need to honor the entire community.
And celebrate.
Exactly.
Okay, dear viewers, we will close the vote in 3 minutes. So if you haven't yet chosen your favorite project, please do so now in the poll. Christian, what was the process for the nomination? Can you tell us a little bit about that?
Yes, so we had a process where there was the possibility to self-nominate, but also to nominate via the ECEC website. And there we received 10 applications, and they were quite diverse, as you also saw now in the top 3. We had a startup, we had also a multinational company and a hidden champion, so very diverse from 3 different countries now also the top 3, so also from all over Europe the nominations were. So, and then we had a standardized sheet where we received the information, and then the jury came together and we had then an open discussion and nominated these top 3.
Okay, thank you. Markus, what is the prize for the winning project?
The prize, of course, is recognition, first of all, among all the thousands of participants today and the community out there. And I think that's very important because that was our initial intent when we started the award. But then we also have this beautiful award, unique, handmade. It's mouth-blown by local artists, 2 local artists from the Munich region. And what we believe and why we chose this award is that it nicely represents compliance. It is kind of the compliance at the heart of each business and being super transparent. And this is why we chose this glass award.
It's absolutely beautiful. I want it. Okay, so now we'll take a look at how the audience has voted and indeed who the winner of the ECEC Award is.
Whoa, and it is a very, very, very tight result. But we have a winner. 42% of voters voted for Cuidam.
Cuidam! Congratulations! Woo! Over to you, Liam. Liam, how does it feel? You and your team are the award winner of the ECEC Award Initiative 2021. Okay, we'll have to hear from Liam later. Markus, the award will be sent to Liam via post, is that right?
Absolutely, Liam. We will engrave this award with your company's name and we will send it over to you. So congratulations once again. That's a huge achievement. Congratulations also to all the other nominees and all the participants in this award. Fantastic that you joined us, and Cuidam, you did it.
And thank you very much to you, Christian, and to the whole of the jury for your efforts. And thank you, Markus, for initiating this award.
Thank you.